Well,
Just a quick second there, Ron. We're
okay.
almost there.
It's loading to go live. Okay.
Just a quick second there, Ron.
Yep.
We're almost there.
It's loading to go live.
Just a quick second there, Ron.
Yep.
We're almost there.
It's loading to go live. Okay.
There, Ron.
You should be host now.
Hey,
Yeah.
I just keep hearing Karen Bolliger say the same thing multiple times. Are we getting feedback?
I'm hearing you say
Hey, I just keep hearing.
a repeat of what you say.
There we go. Is that better?
Think so.
I do see it saying meeting is now streaming live on YouTube.
Very good. Are you getting the feedback now?
No.
No.
Okay. All right, so we'll close that door. We'll have Alvin turn off his mute or his volume, and we're good to go. Thank you, Ron.
Are we good to go? We don't have a quorum.
Oh, no.
Well,
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2,
5.
3, 4, 5, 6. Which A Scott is that?
That's our Alvin.
That's Alvin.
Uh-huh.
So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not a quorum.
Well, isn't Karen Bolliger here?
Say again?
Karen Bolliger was here. I heard her.
And Margaret was here.
Margaret's here.
Margaret's here. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and Bolliger was on. Is she in the room?
I don't see her name on.
Yeah. It's
I know I
down.
heard her voice.
There's no video for Margaret, but
Yeah, I can't do
it's
video.
got a box.
Ron,
That's
I'm
all
got
not
the
right.
audio.
I got you. So 1, 2, 3,
This
4,
is my video,
5.
Ron.
Well, let's go ahead and start. We'll start with our report and maybe 1 or 2 will pop back on. I
Okay.
did not hear from Alan Scott, so we did hear from Elise.
John Hughes auto reply that he's out of the office. Can you hear me?
No, I can't. Can you speak loud? Like get really close and loud? Because I can hear you, but it's like you're talking soft.
Okay. Is this better?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay. So yes, I heard from Elise too, and John Hughes had an auto reply on his email. So, but that's only 2 gone, that we knew about.
So let's go ahead and start with attendance.
Okay. Welcome to the Tuesday, March 5th, 2024 session of the Center 50 Plus Advisory Commission. We'll start with an attendance. Suzanne, can you help us there, please?
Okay. Let's see, Alan Scott, not here yet. Elise Lipnick is excused. Annie Batey,
Here.
Bonnie McGregor,
Here.
David Haber,
No.
John Hughes, excused. Karen Bolliger, not yet.
There she is.
Oh, Karen Bolliger is here.
Ah, Karen, there's Karen. Okay.
Linda Schellenberg, Margaret Manugian,
Here.
Robert Rooney.
I'm here. No, Robert Rooney, that's, okay.
Excused.
He's not here.
Okay, and Ron Rubel.
I'm here. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is what I count.
Bill,
Jasmine.
She's staff.
Uh, oh,
Go ahead. We
okay.
can go ahead with our reports and then we'll, hopefully one person will hop on for a vote.
Okay. Let's do that then. Are there any additions or corrections to the agenda as published?
Speaker's muted and I can't get it undone.
Okay. Seeing no opposition to the agenda, we'll accept that into the minutes. Okay.
Karen
um,
Bolliger, is it possible for you to give a quick call to Linda Schellenberg for me?
who are you asking to do that?
Karen Bolliger, but I think
Ah.
she's fussing with, I think she's having trouble with her computer. Let's see, who else is sitting? I don't have the ability to do that. Kanoi, can you look her up and give her a quick call for me, please? Thanks.
Do we have any representatives from the public that would like to speak? Apparently you don't. Okay. We're up to the annual report.
If we could please just put that on hold for about 20 minutes until we get a quorum.
Sure can. Yep.
Okay.
So we can go to the next item on the agenda.
That would be the information report from the director.
Well, we have a good representation today of those that lead programs at Center 50 Plus, and I have them on the line today to give a brief overview. I would just, in summary, we are very busy at Center 50 Plus. We continue to grow, increase in attendance every single week, consistently. We are finding our classes are filling, even to the point of having to have waiting lists, which is all very good. And just the general energy in the building is quite good. We have some new programs we've added the last few weeks, one being soul music line dancing. It's quite fun. And we have anywhere from 35 people coming to that every Wednesday at noon. Something new. We also have a variety of arts and classes, as well as health and wellness programming that are not only at the center during the week, but have extended into being offered on Saturdays. So that's, we're seeing some great activity on Saturdays. This last Saturday, we've had, well, consistently more and more rentals coming in as well. So we're just seeing a general upswing in what we're doing. The mood is good. People are enthusiastic and they're seeking to learn more about us. Usage of our website is up. Usage of our Facebook page is ever increasing. And then the number of shares where another organization shares our material with their group is up, whether it's Northwest Senior and Disability Services sharing it to their client base and their newsletters. Whether it's any of the real estate agents, we have multiple real estate agents that are picking up our information and sharing it with their clients. And then, of course, our natural partners, assisted living, retirement communities, and housing organizations like 55 and over, mobile home parks, picking them up and putting them in their newsletters. So those are all really good signs of consistent upswing. We had our Cup of Joe event at the conference center the first Friday of February. And we've been making our way through thank you notes and the results. Last year at the tables where people made donations at the actual event, we made about $3,500. And this year at the tables at the event, we reached $30,000, and our grand total is now $45,000. So we had a significant bump in taking that event to the conference center, inviting new table hosts, and in general, the feedback has been excellent and definitely gave us some things to think about as we plan future events and how we want to structure our fundraising activities. We do know that it can be confusing to our patrons about cost of tickets or paying or those kind of things. It can be confusing to define a program from a fundraiser. A fundraiser, we do a lot of, in terms of programs, we do a ton of really fun things. Pancake feeds and Saturday lunch and learns and, a variety of things. And it's really a program delivery. It's either a social connection or an activity or a learning opportunity, but that's really the purpose of it. So when we hold a fundraiser in the same space, in a similar design as our regular activities, our seniors struggled to make the differentiation. And so they would come to our breakfast at the Cup of Joe and they would pay their $5 similarly to when they came to a pancake feed. But the purpose of our Cup of Joe is a fundraising event where we are seeking donations and larger gifts for the actual delivery of service. And so I believe us taking it to the other space at the conference center, many of our folks were able to make the shift and make the transition from, well, this isn't just one of our regular pancake feeds and breakfasts. This is a sustainers event. And we really saw the difference.
Just as a matter of information, we now have 8 commission members present. So we have a quorum. We can go back and approve the minutes for the November 7th meeting. And is there any problem with that? Any opposition or abstentions? No. Okay, so those minutes are approved. Marilyn, do we want to, at this point, go to the work plan, or do you want to continue with your report?
I think my staff's all here now because we moved things around. So let's go ahead and finish our report and then we'll come back to the annual report.
Sure.
So that's really what I wanted to share were the highlights of that. Hi, Annie.
I just had one quick question.
Mhm.
I think in the annual report it said 27,000 for the Cup of Joe, but then you just said we had 30,000
That was last year. The annual report is 2022. Or
Oh.
2023 is what we're
Okay.
reporting on. That what I'm giving you is February of 2024 results.
Got it. Okay, thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So let's go ahead, and I just want to remind my staff that we are going to be finishing up no later than 10 a.m. and we still have things to vote on. So as you're thinking of your sharing, I would, if you could please keep it to 2-3 minutes. Thank you. And let's go ahead with Bonnie Kadich first.
Okay, here we go. I'm not sure what everybody is seeing. I've got you on a very small window.
You're
I'm
looking
here in the
fine.
Connection Center.
We can
Can you
see you
hear
just
me?
fine. We can see you just fine, Bonnie.
Oh, great. Okay, well, I just wanted to add to Marilyn's great report that we are seeing new people. We are seeing new people that are finding one class and looking at other classes. So I'm really excited about that. We seem to be finding what people are looking for. And so that is very exciting for me. We had a great turnout for Sharon McNeil's art appreciation course and great evaluations for her as an instructor. The students were excited for her to come back, so we'll have her come back in the fall. But she had 14 students in attendance in each of her classes on average, and she taught six classes in her course, and she's going to continue on with the next following years of art appreciation. She was in Italy, in Florence in the 1800s. And so that was really, really good to see a turnout of, again, new students. And then I also just want to let you know that we are returning Saturday event classes here again, and that too. We've got a class that's on demand here this month. That means I didn't even have time to put it in our advertising. We just created that time slot for a group of students. And from there, we are going to continue to have acrylic pouring classes on Saturdays, probably from here on out, because that seems to be a really neat art project class. So good month of February, but lots of fun things that are happening for the rest of spring. Okay.
Thanks,
Any
Bonnie.
questions? All right.
One thing
Yeah.
she didn't add to hers because it's kind of a everybody working on it, but we have our Spring Chick Women's Conference on Saturday, April 13th. It's at Center 50 Plus, and we have a lot of our instructors that will be participating, whether it's beauty or how to attract pollinators to your yard and gardening, health and wellness, just a full variety. But again, that's Saturday, April 13th, $15 per person, special entertainment, and even a soul line dancing display demonstration at the lunch time. We'll be serving lunch, and it'll go till 3:30. Advanced tickets will be going on sale tonight or tomorrow morning, so we're working on it. But several of Bonnie's amazing instructors will be there as well, and our keynote speaker will be the well-loved Bonnie Miletto speaking on Who Will You Be?
Oh,
So
nice.
I think you know what the theme is this year. Okay, let's move to Conoy. Thanks, Bonnie.
All right, good morning, everyone. I'm just going to actually highlight, while things are going well, we're doing well with our membership and classes are full. I'm going to just quickly point out some of the new things that we have coming up. One highlight, we partnered up with Natural Grocers, and they're doing a 3-part series for us on 21 Days to Health. They actually, something kind of new is we're doing them on Saturday. I wasn't quite sure how a Saturday lecture was going to go for us. A lot of the times I do my healthy living lectures during the week, but all of them are full. Obviously we can add more to them, but I had 20 people signed up for this past Saturday, and the rest of the Saturdays have around 20, 25 people as well. So that's really encouraging. So that's when we still have two more upcoming healthy living lectures for March. On Saturday, March 16th, we'll have Kick Sugar Cravings. On Saturday, March 30th, we'll have Detox Your Life. And these go from 11 to noon. If you need more information, give me a call or call to save your spot and register. Another healthy living lecture coming up in April is Improving Your Gut Health. We will be partnering with a registered nurse that we've had do a couple of presentations here before. And she's going to just be talking about how we can have some healthy guts and balance those healthy bacteria and stuff in our gut. Next thing I'm going to highlight, we are going to be offering a mental health first aid course. Patrick Brodigan from Marion County Health and Human Services is going to be coming in and offering a 2-day certification, mental health first aid. We're going to meet Monday, May 20th and Tuesday, May 21st from 1 to 5. You'll see more information coming out about this. It is $18.95 to take the class, but after you are done, you get a certification just like you would for first aid and CPR. I think this one lasts 3 years. So something to think about and keep your eye open for. Marilyn mentioned the Spring Chick, and we will have a lot of fun and exciting demonstrations and classes going on. One you're going to want to look out for is Laughter Yoga. We are excited to have one of our volunteers, Sophie Sparling, and a friend of hers, Lynn Albright. They are certified laughter yoga instructors, and they are going to bring that to Spring Chick and give you a little preview of what that means and the benefits of laughing in your life. We also are excited to be able to offer it as a free course for the months of May, June, and July, the first and third Tuesday. So that'll be really fun to try out. You'll have to keep your eye open for that as well. And lastly, I wanted to mention that we finished up our Promoting Healthy Aging Discussion Roundtable. In February, we finished up a course. Everyone thoroughly enjoyed it and wanted to keep going. So that was exciting to see, and we are gathering names for another class. So all of this information you will either see on Facebook in our program guide or actually featured in our April and May 50 Plus Boomer articles as I'm working on them right now. So thanks for listening.
Thanks, Kanoy. Any questions of Kanoy?
Don't see any.
Okay. Let's move to let's see. I see Heidi's camera on.
Hi, everyone. Hey, let's see. I wanted to share with you all a couple of exciting things going on. In February, we kind of kicked off early our WOW van visits with Friendship Brigade volunteers. We visited Cornerstone Apartments with Catholic Community Services. That was a fun visit because where we have visited with an age-friendly agenda in the past and intergenerational programming, we're catching the adults that live in that community before school goes out. And we're having an opportunity to really tell them that this is their time. So we're meeting with them in the mornings, and that went really well. And we also visited Salem Housing Authority's Yaquina Hall. Very different environment, both independent living, but Yaquina, a lot of the folks that live there have come out of an unsheltered situation and are finally housed again for the first time. So the programming that they would like to see from the WOW van have a lot to do with life skills and stabilizing. But it was fun to meet them and to discover how eager and happy they were to have us with them. And so we're going to continue with that program. I will say that in March, April, and May, we already have 20 visits with the WOW van and with Friendship Brigade volunteers committed, whether that's to Catholic Community Services, to the Housing Authority, to our skilled care facilities, or even other 55 plus communities. So if you would like to see what's going on with the WOW van and get involved, please contact me. I have room and I would love to have you be ambassadors to that program in the community. Let's see, we also have in coming up this month, I'm introducing an in-person Villages Network workshop that we're going to try that out March, April, and May. It's going to be the second Friday of every month, and really we're going to be digging in and exploring our theme this year, which is the art of neighboring. So we're asking folks to come in and to discover what it means for them to age in place, because what we've learned is that aging place is subjective. It's not a constant. It depends on the individual and what stage of life they're in right now and what transitions they might be experiencing. And then, of course, the art of neighboring is really about discovering what it means to be not only socially connected, but also building the groundwork for social support. So we've got that coming up Friday, March 8th, here at Center 50 Plus, 10:30 to 11:30. If you do the quick calculation, that's this Friday. So if you're available, come. We'll be finishing up right before the lunch hour and right before TED Talks. So Friday could be a really fun day for anyone who wants to jump in. Monday, March 11th, we'll be exploring the aging in place and art of neighboring through the secret sauce of village life. And that will be kind of our formula. We'll have an in-person meeting, and then we'll be following up with an online similar themed meeting. So those are some stuff that's coming up right away. And then at the end of the month, March 30th, we are partnered with Highland Neighborhood Association. This is an intergenerational program. It's a children's spring clothing swap. I'm looking for volunteers. And of course, if you have grandchildren or kids that want to come out and swap, that event's going 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. So.
Thank you, Heidi. Any questions for Heidi? And another one project that Heidi and I are working on is in partnership with Catholic Community Services, Salem for Refugees, and Church in the Park. We are a part of a group called Compass Points. And Compass Points is a collaboration among 4 agencies that will be building and providing program delivery to a intergenerational housing complex in West Salem. The land has been purchased and the ground is broken, and it will be around 60 apartments. Each of us will be getting 15 apartments that are targeted to the very audience that we serve. We love being included because our seniors, although the rest of the folks that are living in this complex are in transition and working towards home ownership, our seniors that are living there will be the anchor tenants, the mentors, the steady eddies that are going to keep the place, the glue that keeps it going. And so more to come on that, but it's very exciting to have Center 50 Plus be included. They really see it as an opportunity for our WOW van and our Villages Network to support not only the seniors that are living in that space, but to create community. They see us as really the advocate and the ambassadors of being neighborly, being good neighbors. And we get to take the lead on that. So more to come. The best part of it is there is zero financial obligation on Center 50 Plus's part. We get to participate and we don't have to spend any money. So that is even the double the double good on that. And so more to come on that. So Heidi and I will continue to be working on that project. Still very early on in the stage of, or in the process. Catholic Community Services is really doing the heavy lifting by applying for all of the variety of grants that are available for development, design, and creating affordable housing. Yes, Annie.
Marilyn, Margaret had said she was only here till for about 40 minutes, and I'm wondering if we need to make sure and get that vote in before she has to leave.
We sure are going to. We're ready to move over. I have Wendy that's going to speak, but I'll have her come in at the end of our annual report discussion. So everyone received an annual report. We've been working on it a couple of months. People have provided great feedback. Special thank you to Margaret for providing a lot of insight and some edits for me, as well as several of you that have weighed in. We would like to take this to council this month, end of March. And I'm hoping that you've all taken the opportunity to peruse it, and would like, if you have any discussion right now, here's the time. I'm hoping that we can get a vote. If there's just a little edit here, like put an asterisk here or put an asterisk with an explanation, any of those little tiny minor that do not change the content, we can do. But what we're reporting and the general flow of what we're wanting to share with council is what we're voting on today. I guess what I'm saying is a typo is not what you're voting on.
Got it.
Major content.
I thought we had a good year. It showed a good year.
Excellent work on all of the staff's part.
Yes.
And with that, I would make a motion so we can move to discussion and then vote. I would make a motion that we approve the annual report to move forward to council.
I second.
Okay. And there it is.
Thank you, Annie.
Okay. All those in favor of approving the annual report, just raise
I
your
think,
hand.
Ron, I think we open up for discussion now that we have the
Oh.
motion.
I thought, okay, that's fine. Okay. I wonder who that is there. Okay. All right. Any comments on the work plan for this coming year? Okay. Oh, hearing none, we'll entertain a motion to approve the work plan.
The annual report, Ron.
I'm sorry, the annual report. Oh,
I made the motion.
okay. And the second
Annie.
was by whom? A second.
Karen Bolliger made the second, so now we just call for the vote if there's no more discussion.
And I guess we just called for the vote. Okay.
We did.
All those in favor, can you raise your hand if we've got video for you? And if we don't have video, can you say aye?
Aye.
Okay. Is it any abstentions or objections to the work plan? Then it is approved. Okay.
Thank you very much. We'll, Ron and I will prepare our thoughts and we'll be going to council. If you are available, what is the date, Suzanne?
Okay.
Just a moment, Ron.
Look,
Yeah.
Can I look for that? And
Okay.
Suzanne will give us the date. It's in our staff report, but it's the last council Monday of the month. If you are available, I will send out an invitation to everyone to join. You can also join via, if you want to watch online, but I'd love to have a nice group in the council chambers the night we present.
Like March 25th.
March 25th. Monday, March 25th at 6:30 p.m.
And this is located,
in the council chambers at City Hall.
okay.
Okay, well, we're doing good. So let's wrap up with Wendy Kilgore. Is it all right if we return to my report, Ron?
Sure enough.
Okay, let's turn to Wendy Kilgore. There's a few
Hi.
folks in that room today.
Yes, all three of us in here.
Here,
Heidi's got to turn her,
I'm getting out.
okay.
Close your.
There.
Okay. The background noise is gone. So, good morning. So, my numbers are the same. So, I'm not going to really go over my numbers. Luckily, I've been able to hold out on the same numbers because unfortunately in this program, we have a lot of people discharging and readmitting and I'm thankful that I've been able to hold my numbers. So, I've probably lost a third of my original participants that started in the beginning. So I feel pretty fortunate that, they've held on for that long. So, but we're really seeing some new people coming in and that's exciting because we get to help more families. One exciting thing that I want to report is since reopening, I have not been able, you guys can hear me, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, okay. So since reopening, I haven't been able to get recertified through the state. And that
Am I the only
and
one
what
that's
that
not
means
hearing her?
is this is
No,
how
I
I'm
can't
able to
either.
keep people in that program that need Medicaid. Okay. Okay, hold on.
I'm completely out.
You're completely
It's
out?
because of the unstable network.
Okay. Well, what should I do?
Go ahead and turn off your camera.
Okay, hold on. Okay.
All right, now we can hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
You
Yes.
can. Okay. All right. So I'm going to start over. So since reopening, I haven't been able to get that recertification for the program. And what that means is Respite has always accepted Medicaid Medicaid participants. So we did get a new operations and policy analysis, and with that came new qualifications. So it's taken a year to kind of get through that process, and I'm happy to announce that I am now reset. So that's exciting.
Wendy, I'm going to go ahead. Wendy, I'm going to go ahead and tell everyone what you were saying.
Last family care.
Wendy. Yeah, what she was sharing with you is that we did get our Medicaid recertification, and so we're very happy to be able to continue to accept Medicaid. They changed some of the policies over the course of the last, 40 years that we've been doing the program, and so we're all caught up now, and we'll be moving forward with the respite program. I did want to, I had Jasmine in the room with Wendy, but I had her hop on. Jasmine is one of our staff office assistants that's been with us a year now. And she has been assisting us with the processing of volunteers, the kind of the administration and clerical duties of volunteer management. She runs our background checks. She processes the applications. She assigns them to different staff to assist. She coordinates the welcome orientation. And I would say, so Jasmine's camera is on, so Jasmine can wave. I won't even make her talk because I don't want her to be in gargle, but if you haven't met Jasmine, please come by the center and introduce yourself. This last Monday, we had more than 16 people come to our monthly volunteer orientation. We are seeing anywhere from a dozen to 20 different volunteers each and every month at our orientation, covering some really important spots. So happy to say we got 2 or 3 new people in the cafe, 2 or 3 people willing to train for the kiosk, and 2 or 3 people willing to help at the front desk. Jasmine, do you want to take a stab at turning on your microphone and just introducing yourself?
Yeah, hello. Hi, everyone. I'm so happy to join you guys this morning. Um, it's been a while. I feel like I should have gone on here a little bit sooner, but I'm thankful to be here. And yes, to everything you were saying, I think our orientation numbers for our volunteer orientation happening every month just continues to rise. Everyone that's in there is so excited to be a part of Center 50 Plus, whether it's in the center or being a part of outreach. They're just so excited to be a part of us. So we have gotten new volunteers training in the cafe, reception, kiosk, more people being added to outreach every day, K9 Core, as well as Friendly Caller. So processing those applications has been super exciting, and the applications just continue coming in. So I think just finding new ways to keep in reach with them is kind of my goal right now.
Thank you, Jasmine. And then an add-on to that, Jasmine's responsibility, she's cross-training now with our with Suzanne Bishop. Although Suzanne is, we are hoping to continue to use Suzanne in capacity to support SCAC. Our Suzanne Bishop has made the announcement that, are we calling it retirement? Or what are we calling it, Suzanne?
First is calling it retirement, so now it's retirement.
Okay.
Early retirement. Yeah.
So
Early.
our Suzanne has given notice and she'll be leaving mid-April. Talk about dedication when someone gives us that nice long notice so that we can train people and make a smooth transition. But I just want to thank Suzanne. I think she'll be back at our April meeting, but I want to thank Suzanne for her many years of service to the city of Salem and her many years of service to Center 50 Plus. Thank you, Suzanne.
Thanks, Marilyn. I've enjoyed it a lot and may continue at a small number of hours too. Yeah.
We definitely are hoping that we can convince Suzanne to stay with us a few hours a week to do some of the clerical things, but she's our wealth of knowledge when it comes to proofreading, correspondence, but our support to SCAC. So it would be nice if we're able to do that. So more to come on that.
And Suzanne, also, you've been a great help to the Friends Board as well. So I thank you for that.
I'm glad to hear it, Karen. You're welcome.
And then anybody else from my staff that would like to report on anything? I want to thank all of you for assisting with the creation of the annual report and providing me the content. And I do have, I know we have some committee reports coming up and for further discussion in our last 10 minutes of today.
Wow.
Okay. At this point, Karen, can you give us a Oh, sort of a refresher on what's going on with Friends.
Friends Board is in charge of two fundraisers a year. One is Cup of Joe, and one is Boot Scoot and Brew. And so Marilyn has made a good report on the recently, uh, successful Cup of Joe. And so this is kind of a little thing, really, but the lobby consignments had a very, very large donation this past month. And when the man called me, I get these calls all the time, and a lot of times, uh, as the Friends Board can attest, sometimes it's, would you come and clean out my storage unit? So I went I went over to take a look with this guy, and I have brought in many, many, many things in the last month. And so Wendy has lots of things ready for respite, and Heidi has a whole bunch of things ready for outreach. And then the lobby consignment also is well stocked. So I'm pleased about that. And he is not finished donating. In January, we kind of had not too many donations. And now, as thrift stores all over are finding, now is the big time for donations because people are interested in tax returns. So the Friends Board will be working on their annual meeting, which is coming up. And then before you know it, Boot Scoot and Brew. So thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Karen. All right. Anything else? Anybody?
So, Bonnie or Ron, we spoke at the mobility and we discussed a letter of support for new bus shelters and that we needed the advisory commission to consider making a recommendation to Salem Kaiser Transit to replace our bus shelters on Portland Road and on Brooks Avenue.
Okay.
So we purchased in our original construction of the building in 2008, we purchased the two bus shelters because Salem Kaiser Transit at the time did not think it warranted a shelter. They were going to have the bench with the signage, and we said that wasn't really going to work for us. So we found the money within our construction budget to do that. Well, now we are, they're original to the building. They've been really well used and have endured some abuse, and they really look terrible. And they're in need of either a total rehaul or replacement. Well, we no longer have construction funds to dip into, but Salem Kaiser Transit does every year replace some shelters, and we would like to be put on that list. And it was encouraged of us to make a recommendation from our advisory commission on about the need. I'm happy to draft a letter and bring it back to next month's meeting. I just would like the commission to either have a discussion and direct me, but Ron Rubel serves on a special committee at the Salem Kaiser Transit, which would be the subgroup to make this happen. And so we want to get our letter to Ron so Ron can take it to the next level.
Do we need a motion to direct you, or can we just direct you?
I would like a motion that the advisory commission would like to see a new transit or
I
a
make
new
that motion.
Okay.
All right.
So Annie has made a motion.
I'll second it.
Who was that? Seconded?
Linda.
Okay. All in favor, say, or raise your hand.
Aye.
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 Any opposed or abstentions? Unanimously approved. Okay, so we'll be looking for that. Okay, speaking of
Thank you, Marilyn.
things that I'm working on, uh, I made some progress with getting Salem Health to add a participant to this group, and we're going through the stuff that needs to be done to get that done. So hopefully we'll have one more person towards towards our quorum soon. Okay.
Good job, Ron.
Really nice contact.
Okay. All right. Anything else for the good of the order here?
My
Annie?
question is, where are we with the bylaw changes that will make it more practical, or whatever the right word is, to be able to function and move forward with our quorum numbers?
You recently received a survey from the city of Salem about your role and responsibility on the advisory commission. That is a part of a much bigger analysis of our commission, and it's been, our piece of it's been stalled in that little bigger, Annie, there are many, many boards and commissions, and we actually look pretty good in terms of attendance in comparison to some of the other boards and commissions. But in general, they are having discussions about frequency, quorums, a role and responsibility, support. And so please take the time and answer that survey. I too was allowed to answer it from the staff perspective. I turned in everyone's attendance. I turned in they've reviewed our meeting notes to look at participation. So we're having some deeper talks. So a little bit longer, Annie, and I thank you, because it's a great segue. In April, we do have a couple of things that we have an ethics talk with our legal department. It would really be wonderful if everyone could be present for that training. And then the other, as you know, I am working on the City of Salem budget concerns and analyzing our fee structure and how we are going to proceed moving forward. I do have some very important things that I would like to bring to the commission next month as a sounding board on some of the thoughts we have about addressing our financial concerns here at the city, at the center. So if you could please put the date on your calendar and make it a priority, I would really appreciate it. We're kind of into crunch time when it comes to some decisions in terms of new fiscal year. That begins July 1, but everything takes months and months to get organized and be ready. So I'm thinking April would be a really good time to have those conversations. So 2 things happening in April: priorities, ethics discussion and training, followed by a fee structure conversation and some of the things that we're talking about in terms of how we want to structure our in-city, out-of-city usage of the building.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
thank you for that, and if you could put that on your calendar.
Okay. All right. I see by the clock on the wall, 10 o'clock is here. And I would need to leave too. So anybody have anything else? If
We
not,
do need to vote. We do need to vote on that one thing that Marilyn was talking about.
Linda, we did vote on that.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I think your screen was lit up. Did you have any opposition to it?
No, none at all.
Okay, because I think by your silence, they counted you as a yes. I don't know if if that's right.
That worked for me.
Okay.
Okay, great.
hey, The next meeting of our commission will be April 2nd, the first
Oh.
Tuesday of April.
Okay.
Can I have a motion for adjournment, please?
I'll
Somebody.
adjourn it.
Thank
Linda,
David, and the second by
Linda,
Linda. Okay, thank you, Linda. All in favor, raise your hand or say aye.
aye.
Hi.
Any abstentions or opposition? Okay. I'd like to thank you for taking time out of your busy schedules to attend our meetings here. It is very much appreciated that you attend. Okay, we'll see you all on April 2nd. Thank you for your participation.
Thank you, Ron.
Thank you, Ron.
Thanks, Ron.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.